Hey guys, how are you all guys doing? I'm hoping you guys are doing great. Myself, I'm blessed. I cannot complain. I thank God so for so far so good. Yes, guys, you know what? I'm so happy that it's starting to cool down in Arizona. Man, this has been like the hottest year. Ooh, we are now getting into the double digits. Can you imagine? We've been all this time we've been in triple digits. Yeah, and other states are getting cold and cooler and cooler and cold. Here, man, we are now getting into the double digits. That is below 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Guys, the heat here, if you don't know, hi, you should visit Arizona in the summer. 45, 48, 49 degrees Celsius. That's hot it can get. That's how hot it can get here. Anyway, this video is a continuation of yesterday's video. We were talking about fostering here in the state of Arizona. I am a licensed foster mom, and it's been like what, almost 5 years doing this. Yeah, uh, being a foster mom for all those years. And yes, I'm gonna keep doing it for, I don't know for up to when, but so far I'm not complaining. I'm still here. And you know, as I told you in the previous video, I told you guys that my house now is a full house. I have 5 children that I'm taking care of. Okay, two of my own and two that I'm fostering, and three that I'm fostering. So in total, I have five, two biological and three foster. And all of them, I call them my children. Okay. I don't call them, you come here, you foster, you come here. No, they all call me mom. And I am mom to all of them. So you don't label them by you are foster, you know, it's like when you adopt a child, you don't call them you adoptive child and you real biological come here. All of them are your children. They call me mommy. Mom, yeah. Usually kids, when they move in with you, they end up calling you mom because the other kids are calling you mom, and they spend a lot of time with you, so you are mom to them. Yeah. So guys, let me jump into these questions that I got from the previous video. The first one, somebody said, wow, I'm so glad the system there works. Yes, guys, the system in the US works perfectly. I'm telling you, I don't know why the people, the natives here, they complain. You know, the people who are born and raised in this country, they complain. They're saying that this is the worst country ever. And also, some people come here and they also complain. I honestly don't find any reason to complain because I know that a lot of things here work. You know, I'm not saying that this country is like the perfect, but guys, it's a lot. You know, the system works here. So, if I talk about you know, fostering, I don't know, when I was back in Kenya, I can't remember. I believe there is foster care, but I didn't know about it until I learned about it when I came here. So yeah, the system works really well. Yeah, that one I can tell you, the system works. And also, other than the foster care, there's a lot of help that you can get if you are a parent and you have kids and you don't have enough funds or money to take care of your kids. You can also always get like government help. For example, there is something called WIC, WIC. That is women and infants or something. It's a women and something. Yeah, WIC, WIC. Yeah, that one, it helps women when you have a baby and you need formula milk and the baby, you know, some extra stuff. Yeah, like food for the baby, stuff like that. You get from WIC. You know, when I had my daughter, oh my God, WIC really helped me a lot because my daughter had allergy. She was allergic to regular formula, you know, like Similac, and she was allergic to like cow milk. So my daughter was taking a formula called Nutramigen. And you know what? It's so expensive. That formula smells so bad and tastes so bad, and it's so expensive. I think I was buying a small can for like 30 something dollars. And guess what? I was being provided by all, like, I don't know how much a month, like $300 worth of formula a month or something. Yes. So WIC helps a lot. It will provide you with free formula, free baby food, free this, free milk up to the kid, up to the age of 5. Yeah. After 1 year old, after the kid get to 1 year, they no longer provide you with formula. They provide you with a regular milk, like I think four gallons of milk. Yeah, it could be like 2% or something. I forgot how it works, but yeah, WIC works. And I'm gonna be taking my new baby to WIC because he qualifies. Yeah. He can be getting some formula instead of me buying the formula. He'll be getting from WIC. Those are, yeah. Also, there's diaper bank. If you don't have diapers, you go to the diaper bank. You get diapers for free. There are places where you can get clothes for free. There are places where you can get food for free, like food bank. If you really don't have food, yeah, if you cannot go hungry, there are places where you can get food stamps, stuff like that, or cash assistance. I mean, all those things are there, and all those things. The baby is knocking. Oh my God, I'll be talking about this baby the whole time. All those things are there. Food, food stamps, um, cash assistance, stuff like that. Yeah. But myself, I don't have all that. I don't have like a food stamps or stuff like that, or going to the food bank. I'm just telling you so that you know, okay? I don't think when you are fostering, I don't think you are supposed to go for like food stamps. Food stamps. Not unless the not unless your member comes with the food stamps, or they can qualify, like adult member comes with food. I don't think you're supposed to go get food stamps for the kids. I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Yeah. Because remember, I told you, you get paid, and that money you get paid is for taking care of the members. Okay, we call them members. Yeah, we call the kids, I would say, members. So somebody said, how much do you get paid? I'm not going to answer how much I get paid. And for what I can tell you is, it depends with the agency, and it depends with case to, the case you're having. Yeah. As I said, fostering depends with the level, the tier or the level. So it depends with the level. It depends with the, yeah. It depends with the agency also. It depends with the state also. Some states really pay well, 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 well. Okay. Now let's go to this other one from Betty Mwangi. She say, the younger, the more money. No, imagine no. Now, as I said, my home is a CDH home, meaning my home is a child developmental home. So all my members get paid the same. Yeah, they all get the same. Actually, no. The one with the needs gets a little more than the other ones with no needs. So baby gets same as the older one. Can you imagine? Baby get paid the same amount as the 13-year-old one. Yeah, so is, but of course you get some extra for the needs. Yeah, you get some extra money on the side for the needs, clothes, stuff like that. You get a little extra there. Okay. So somebody was asking for my, you know what? I keep getting this question about my email. I'm going to create an email address for this channel because I feel like it's about time, instead of referring people to my inbox, to my Facebook inbox. Let me tell you guys, I get a lot of DM, yeah? People saying, hi, 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 Betty, hello, Betty. And people from Facebook, and I'm not saying it's bad to say hello, but I feel like, because those hellos are so many, they end up missing like an important or a question. Yeah. So I'm going to create an email address. Please bear with me, be patient with me. When I create an email address, I'm going to be pinning it here so that you guys can know my email. And if you have a question, you can slide into my email and write me, shoot me an email, and then we can communicate that way. I feel, because I don't have a phone number that I can use. Yeah. Another question is from Catherine. She said, how do kids feel seeing that they are taken care of by another parent while their parents are alive and still coming to visit them? How do you prepare them when maybe they ask such questions? So this question is the way I'm reading it. So she's asking, how do we prepare the kids, when they are removed from their bio parents, now they live with you. Of course, can you imagine, these kids are probably not even your race, and now they come to this African mama with an accent home. How do we prepare them? That's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. And how do they feel when they are taken care of by other parents, when their parents are still alive? It affects them. Can you imagine if you are removed from your parents and now you're put with other people, strangers? I'm telling you, it's sad. We usually prepare them by if they have a question, you answer them, you tell them the truth, you're not sugarcoating. And also their parents, they do tell them the truth. The caseworkers, they do tell them the truth. There's a whole big team that supports these children. They have their attorneys that tell them the truth. They have the kids also allowed to attend court hearings if they want. So there's a whole big team. And also what happens is usually they attend therapy, and therapists, they help them to go through the past trauma, whatever they have gone through in their previous in their homes. So therapists work with that, counselors. It's a lot of support. Oh my God. As I go back to the first comment about the system that works, indeed the system in America works. So here they don't just assume, oh, you'll be fine. They don't just assume that, oh, you'll be fine. I mean, like, everybody goes through problems. As the way we were raised going through stuff, and we never ever ever got any kind of help, any kind of support. A lot of us were abused when we were young, right? True or false? A lot of us, even the kind of beating we used to get when we were little, that was abuse, straight up. I mean, like, a lot of us went through abuse, because I feel like some of our parents were so depressed, or they went through a lot, and they used to put all their anger, and they used to put a lot of their frustrations on the children. So a lot of us suffered in our young age, in our childhood. We suffered in in the hands of our parents. And of course, it's normal growing up. It was normal. Si unachapwa because other. Oh my God, I'm yelling out here. Oh God, when my when the air goes off, I feel my voice like, whoo, I'm yelling, I'm screaming. So embarrassing. I hope nobody's listening to this. So guys, a lot of us growing up, we really went through a lot, and we never had a chance to go to the therapist, to go to any sort of counselor. Like, who could have taken us? Can you imagine? You go to your auntie, telling your auntie you got beaten up, and she'll beat you even more. We grew up in the system where the child belonged to the community, where anybody in the community can discipline you. I mean, like, let me tell you guys, a lot of people were even sexually abused growing up, but you cannot open up, you cannot speak up, because it was your uncle or the member of your family that did it, but the parents covered it up. True or false? A lot of kids in Africa, they get abused, but even here in the US, there are so many cases that are not known. People who don't come out to tell the truth. There are people who are abused by their relatives, and nobody ever said something. Everything was sealed. Shut up. It's your uncle who did it. I'm going to cover it up because that's my brother who did it. I don't want him in jail. It's the father who did it. So a lot of these things we went through growing up were never addressed, and that's why you feel like a lot of people, when they grow up, they grow up with a lot of anger, remembering the things they went through. But then we call it, that's part of life, that's part of growing up, so we know how to handle it. But in this country, usually whenever kids go through stuff, it's usually not ignored, it's usually taken care of. They are taken care of. The therapists, they help them to go through that trauma. They're able to open their hearts and open up to somebody, talk to someone, and they get enough help. So here, it does your feelings, they don't go like that. Your voice is heard, and a lot of help. And I feel like at this day and age, even us as an African parents, where we are, even if you're in Africa, don't ignore your kids when they go through something. Don't ignore it, because these things, they come to affect people when they grow up. They become resilient. You feel like somebody is acting up, and they are going through something they went through, when they were little, but nobody understands them. And then people start branding them and naming them, calling them names like, chana we are cheesy, because they don't understand what trauma is. You don't know. A lot of people don't understand that people really suffer these things. Yeah, it's not just in America, it's everywhere. So this other question from Jane K. She say, "Are you given an opportunity to choose the kind of child you want? Do you have a nanny now in care of a small baby like that?" No, I don't have a nanny. I wish I do have a nanny. Actually, I wanted to have. I at this point, I feel like I would want to have a nanny, and I could have a nanny, but I just don't have a room. Right now, I don't have an extra room. But if I had an extra room, I would get a nanny. At this point, I would get a nanny, definitely for sure. But I don't have an extra room to give the nanny. So I feel like I don't want a nanny that comes to spend a night in the living room. Like, plus, who is going to do that? This is America. You don't want to hire somebody and then tell them to sleep in the living room. So what happens is I do get help from time to time. I get a respite care. That's when you get respite, and you pay the respite. The agency doesn't pay for the respite. You pay for the respite, yeah? So, and yeah, are you given an opportunity to choose? I said that on the last video. Yes, you are given a vendor call. When the vendor call comes out, you're given a chance to check the profile and to see what kind of an individual you're getting. And guess what? If you don't get the vendor call, or if you don't get the profile, at least somebody tells you about that person. They just don't say, hey, we have person coming in and that's it. No, you are given information about that person. You get a chance to ask questions, and also you get a couple of days to see, to test and see if that works for you, because you can have someone for 5 days and feel like, whoa, no, this is not going to work for us. You have an opportunity to say no, please find them somewhere else. I had a case, was it last year? I had a case that I stayed with that child for about, I believe, for about 1 week. Oh my God, it was really difficult for us. And I was like, oh no, I can't. It was too much, because that child was very violent, very, very violent. He was hitting us and kicking us, and we could not take care of that. We were like, I'm so sorry, you have to find him somewhere else. It was like, no. Just because I felt, I didn't want to put my kids at risk. And plus, that was a big boy, very strong. My daughter was so scared. My son was so scared. And even me, I was so scared for my life, because, oh my God. So yeah, yeah, so you get a chance to choose, and you get a chance also to say no, that's it, this is not working for our family. Remember, it's your home. You also have a voice. It's your home. Nobody makes that decision for you. If you don't want to foster, you just give a notice and say, hey, I'm giving you guys 30 days notice. I no longer want to foster, or I no longer want to have this person. But if it's an emergency, if your own biological kids are at risk, something has to be done right away. Okay. Okay. Now let's see another question. Patty say, whom did you leave the kids with when you're traveling? I left my kids with a respite. So at that point, you do find a respite, or the agency finds a respite for you that can stay home, that can stay with your children for that period of time. I did find a Kenyan lady that was willing to stay in my house, and that worked perfectly. So I had a caregiver that stayed for a whole 5 weeks, and I paid that caregiver myself. Oh my God. Hey, that made me broke. Yes, I did. The agency don't usually pay. If you go on vacation, you are the one to pay that caregiver. Yes, but you get a chance. But that caregiver has to have all the trainings that are needed. So the agency will tell you the required training that your caregiver is supposed to have, and if they have it and the agency okays it, then you are able to have your take your vacation, and that caregiver is able to even attend meetings, is able to take the kids for their appointments, is able to do everything, take care of the kids. Yeah. So I was so lucky to find somebody who agreed to stay here for 5 weeks. Can you imagine? It's so hard to find someone who's gonna stay in your house for all those weeks. So I was lucky, and that's why, guys, you see, a lot of times I don't do all this traveling around. If I wanna travel, I can travel for real. If I wanna travel, I can travel. So it's not even about the funds, me not having the money. It's just that my job ties me up. Like, what? I mean, my kids. It makes it so hard for me to keep going places, because I'm like, wow, who do I leave them with? Sometimes I want to go even for a weekend, but I honestly don't have. But for usually, if you ask in advance, you'll be lucky enough to get some. You can be lucky enough to get somebody. There's always someone out there who has a day off at that day and wants some extra money, and yeah, you pay them from pocket like that. Yeah. And I made it clear on. I don't know if I mentioned on the last video, but I said fostering money is not taxed. So even when you're paying someone, you pay them from your pocket, is not taxed. So there's no question about when are we, give me a 1099 or give me a what. That money is not taxed. Even us, when we get our pay, is not taxed. Okay. Okay. Are you fostering to adopt after 3 years you are done? No, after 3 years, I can be done before or after it. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be done fostering, but I don't have a specific time. If you're talking about the kids that I have right now, I don't know. I'm gonna foster them until whenever, because I don't have the specific time when they'll be going back to their parents. I don't know. So I'm so patient. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to take them anywhere. If they want to stay for until when everything or the case has been closed or finalized, that's when I'm gonna stay with them. For at the moment, I don't know for sure how long this case is gonna take. It depends. It can take a year, it can take months, it can take 2 years, 3 years. It all depends with how the case. So all in the hands of the judge. Yeah, the judge will decide, and also how the parents are also cooperating, because as I said, it's a court case, so the parents also has to do something about it. It's not all about the judge, it's also about the parents. How much are they willing to have their kids back? How much are they willing to work so hard to get their children back? If they are willing to get their children back quickly, so they're going to do everything that is supposed to be done for them in order for them to have them back. So yeah. I don't think I have any other question, and I can't think about anything else right now. I think I've shared enough. I think I've shared a lot, quite a lot, that has helped somebody who want to start this. It's an amazing journey. Oh my God, my face is starting to sweat, and my glasses are just sliding. That's why you see me keep pushing them up. And guys, I told you, give me some give me some ideas on how to train baby to sleep all night. I am sleepy because the baby the baby was up like twice last night, and I'm like, wait, I'm kind of falling asleep right now. Yeah, just give me some tips. If you're a new mom, help me to know, what do you do to keep those babies sleep all night long? Because Man, yeah. I honestly wanted to go for a nap, and then I thought, instead of taking a nap, um, I'll just rather come and do this video and then go make dinner. But let me tell you guys, you could be wondering, how is Betty taking care of 5 children? Guys, it's not bad. Honestly, for me, in my case, it's not bad at all. I feel like if you are able to balance yourself, and if you're able to balance everything, um you should be fine. You should be. Oh, guys, I feel like there's something I did not answer. Let me see. Oh, it's a question about how do the kids feel when they are taken care of by another parents when their parents are still alive. It makes them feel bad. I think I mentioned about that. Yeah. And of course, some kids, uh they become very angry, and some kids, they just take it. And yeah, so yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna leave it at that. And yes, if you have a question, I'll answer it on the comment section. I don't think I'm gonna do another video about this topic because I've covered enough. Take care, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Oh, I have a remote here. I keep I keep forgetting that I have a remote.